at least give him a chance to make that fucking back on the floor of the night.
I met a gypsy.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
And then we got Feld over here. They're practically a circus.
Yeah, well, the thing that's kind of gnarly as well is that a lot of these teams kind of aren't allowed to make their own money at the track, and teams can't sell their own merch. Like, there would be, man, you could do, like, if you're allowed to sell merch as a race team in the stadium, and say you got your semi, and then you've got like your merch tent that's next to it, and the teams are allowed to sell their own merch, there's probably $50K a weekend there. But that's money that Feld takes that money in terms of they do their own like Monster Energy Supercross t-shirt, and then they cut off all the legs of all the teams for all that shit.
They take everything, bro. They take everything. Like I told you, I've been smoking a lot of joints with Mike Grondel. He didn't make nothing off his team. He had one of the best teams. You don't make money owning teams, bro. You do not 100%. Make money.
Yeah. Well, and, you look at...
It's sad because you should. Like you said, bro, you could. But they take it all. They're penny pinchers. They take it here. They take it there. They take it over there. They're too greedy. They could make this sport huge, bro. But they're just way too greedy with the penny pinching. $50, $75, $100. Like, bro, get a grip.
Yeah, and you look at the teams, like, the only teams that really make money... Well, there's only kind of fucking one team and GEICO / Factory Connection, like Factory Connection, you could pay for the suspension to get done by Factory Connection. And then Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, you can buy all the Pro Circuit products. So it's like, that's why that team has been around forever, because it's just got this stable base. It's like racing on a Saturday, selling on a Monday. But there's no teams that are kind of like able to do that. You know what I mean?
You said GEICO Factory Connection, right? Yeah.
So like GEICO had they had Factory Connection, so you could spend your own money as a consumer at Factory Connection.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I said, so not other team. There's not a lot of other teams that do that though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even that you don't make money in this sport, bro. It's sad to what it's come to, because moto's dope, bro. I don't watch football, basketball. Look at how much those guys make. I don't watch none of that. But like moto could be so big, but the people running it are running it like a circus, and they don't want to, expand it and make it what it should be. It's just no marketing behind it. There's no marketing.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that there is like a lot of room for improvement on that side. I will say, like, I think that it's gotten better in the last couple of years, and the one thing that did definitely like made.
But explain to me what's better.
Well, I think slowly things have started to get better. Like, for instance, Red Bull Motospy, like Red Bull being able to invest their money, have their own cameras, and make their own series, that definitely grows the sport. But that's coming from like a company that is a competitor to the title sponsor, right? So I mean, I feel like that's kind of a small, and we're talking baby steps here. I ain't saying fucking people are changing the game and it's blown wide open.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm talking baby steps.
Yeah, of course, baby steps, because look at how many teams just bailed.
Yeah, dude. And so the other thing I think was a really good sign is how hard Feld and Dave Prater worked to make the Supercross happen last year through COVID. So that definitely gave me a little bit more fucking hope. You know what I mean? Because before that, I was pretty out on the whole deal. I was like, man, they just don't give a fuck. But, there has been a few things lately.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh yeah, there has been a few things lately where I'm like, you know what, maybe we can fucking dig this shit out of the trench. Maybe there is some hope. But to have JGR leave the sport, to have GEICO leave the sport, like fucking GEICO Factory Connection Honda dipped. What?
Well, yeah, GEICO, they fucked the whole team. They told them they're out like 60 to 90 days right before, so they had no time to get another title sponsor. Yeah. So GEICO fucked that all up. But again,
again, I guess it kind of speaks to the, the fact that the teams need to be able to have a revenue stream. Like, it can't just be, because like, so for me, right? So I'll lay out, and again, like, I don't want to sound like I've got all the answers for the people that are listening. I fucking don't. Like, I'm not privy to all the information. But so like for me, right?
Do. That's why moto is what it is. There's so many people doing this, people doing that. Like, who really controls it, It's just like so many different directions. It's just like a clusterfuck, and it confuses people. And people should start really thinking about it.
Yeah, so like for me, right? So I get sponsorship money from iTunes, from like our iTunes downloads, and I'll do ad reads. So I'll sell ad reads. I get sponsorship money, right? If I have, what's that?
You're in my market, iTunes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like
that's what you said, right? You get paid from iTunes, right? Yeah.
No, so I don't get paid from iTunes. I get paid. I think it's different with the music thing, but with
really?
So with the podcast, like it's free. I don't get paid for streams or anything like that. I'd be fucking killing it if I did. But so we don't get paid.
Look into it because I think you do.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure because Joe Rogan does.
Yeah, well, after we spoke yesterday, I'll have a bit more of a look into it. But yeah, so like I get sponsorship for my ad reads at the start of the podcast, and then so if that's all my money, right? And let's say I'm making $100,000 a month off these fucking ads, which I'm definitely not. And then I'm like, cool, I'm living good. I can do this, I can do this, I can have a house, I can have whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, that fucking $100,000 gets ripped out from underneath me, and I'm only reliant on sponsorship money. Then you end up in the GEICO situation, because how are they, like, what's their other way to make money? They don't have any other revenue stream. So for me, that's why I go like super fucking hard on the YouTube thing as well, and then I do my merch, and then you know what I mean? So I try and have these different revenue streams so that if something happens, it's not going to completely fucking cripple my business. And so like my kind of point with the race teams is that these race teams, they don't have like multiple streams of revenue. They've just got sponsors. And like, it's not like GEICO was the only sponsor of the Factory Connection Honda team, but they took up such a big piece of that pie that as soon as they were stripped, the other smaller sponsors don't have enough to like prop that up. So that's where my point is, that I think that going forward, we need to give teams the ability to make their own money and sell that. Like, you're taking a semi-trailer to a fucking stadium that costs, you're probably spending 40-50 grand around just to like get you, team, personnel, everyone there. At least give them a chance to make that fucking back on the floor of the night. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.